Hey, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Diane. I want to say welcome back to all of my viewers. Thank you so much. I know it's been a while, but hey, Christmas happened, Thanksgiving happened before that, but we're going to get right into this video. So we're going to be doing a rice bowl today. So I love rice and I love all things rice, rice pudding. I just love rice. So I got my rice going and I got some brown rice that I've already got cooked up. Well, it's finishing cooking up. And I just did it the old-fashioned way, 2-to-1. And I made a lot of rice because I can use that later on for whatever I want to have, if I want to have a special dish. And so my rice bowl is going to consist of course, brown rice. You can use white if you want. I've got some chicken that I've diced up. And I'm going to put some Sazon in my chicken. And this is just one pack. We want to just build some flavor. And we're going to add some pepper to that. Okay. We'll give it a good stir. And I just diced up 3 chicken breasts. I've washed my chicken breasts. And I've got it diced up. And we're just going to do it a real quick fry of it. This dish shouldn't take you long to fix at all. Alright, I think my pan is really hot because I had it going. But I want to put the rest of my stuff in my chicken. So I got some paprika. And you just use whatever you like. It's like you're going to be able to see it because I got so much going on with my stove. And I got some onion powder. Alright, just use however much you want to use. And I got some, of course, some garlic powder. And you can use the real thing if you like. But I'm fresh out because, like I said, it was the holidays. And I use a lot of ingredients. I have some Cajun seasoning that I'm going to put in my rice bowl. Give it a little kick. Put my pan back on. And we're going to give this a stir. Got my oil in here. And we're just going to stir this diced chicken up real well. You see how it's looking? Alright, we're going to just let this sit. So I have some vegetables, carrots that are chopped. So we're going to add those carrots in there. And I have some green peppers. These are just leftover things that I had. And I have some celery. That's a stalk of celery that I just gave it a real quick little chop in my chopper on that petite setting. Of course, you can chop it by hand. No biggie. We want to retain the crunch of our vegetables. So we're not going to be cooking them till they're completely soft because we do want to retain some of the crunch. So we got that going. I got it on a really high setting. I'm going to cover it up just to kind of hasten the softening of it. Like I said, I want it to be kind of crisp and have a little bite to it, but I want it to cook fast because we're trying to get out of the kitchen. It's Friday. We've been working all week. We're trying to get out of this kitchen, okay? All right, we're going to lift the top. And everything's coming together real well here. Let me show you what this is looking like. All right, next we're going to put in our onions. And this is like a half an onion. I just had a half an onion in the refrigerator. So I just chopped it in half. And then I got some mushrooms that I had that I needed to use up. We're going to add those in there. That's a whole pack of mushrooms. We're just going to let this continue to cook at a very high rate because we're just cooking this really, really quick. And I have some tomatoes that we're going to throw in at the last minute and sear them at a nice high temperature as well. Now you can put whatever you decide you want to put in it. But look at that. That's looking good. I want to season my vegetables. Salt, a little pepper. We're going to cover this back up. Let it go for another 5 minutes. Just keep an eye on it and make sure it don't burn, because you have it at such a high temperature. All right, now I'm going to add in my tomato. I just had one tomato that I wanted to use because it was in there and I wanted to get rid of it. So I'm going to put a little tomato in mine. You can leave the tomato out. Just make sure you keep your temperature at a really hot setting, because the tomato's gonna release some fluid as well as the mushroom will release some fluid. So we want to put it at a high temperature. And we don't want to stir it too much right now because it'll get a little mushy on us. So we're going to just let it cook at a high temperature for about 5 more minutes. Okay, so here's how it's looking. We're going to take and pour this off. Hopefully it'll fit into this bowl. I'm going to burn myself. I'm just going to scrape all of this into this bowl. So we're just using 2 pans tonight. So it's not going to be a lot of cleanup. You just saute your vegetables in this one pan and cook your rice, whether it be brown rice or white rice, whatever you so desire. Okay? Now we're going to turn the stove back up a little bit more. Gonna put in some more oil. This is avocado oil. And we're going to get ready to sear our chicken breasts until they are done. We've had them kind of soaking in that Sazon and then in the salt and the pepper. Look at that. Oh, it's smelling good. I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to let it continue to cook. Watch them spoon one more time, and then when I come back, I'm going to test my chicken to see what the temperature is at. All right, we're going to check our chicken. So as the chicken cooks, it releases some liquid. So we have some liquid in here. And I'm just going to let this now cook with the top off for a few more minutes. Still got my pan on high. Just make sure you don't burn it. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. And I'm getting a nice little steamed basil here, which hopefully will help my sinuses, because I've been having so much issues with my sinuses lately. So we're going to let this cook until we get most of that, if not all of that liquid from the chicken out of here. My rice is done. And I'm going to check my temperature on my chicken. Ooh, it's nice and tender. That went in right away. I'm right at 174. So chicken is done at 165. Some of them are reading 180. I'm happy with this. Make sure your food is done. I want to get a little brown on this. Not burnt, but just a little brown. So I'm going to continue to just stir it and let it cook off. I don't want it to get tough. If you cook chicken too long, you get tough on it, you get stringy. But at this point, I don't have any liquid left in my pan, just a little bit, if you can call it a little bit of gravy, maybe, like that. That's perfectly fine. Alright, this is looking good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this off of the heat because my chicken is done. And I'm going to let it sit for 5 minutes. Alright, so while my chicken is setting, we're going to talk about the sauce, because you know, if you make a rice bowl, it's got to have sauce on it. So come on guys, you can make your own if you want, but I don't have time for that today. So I'm going to be using sauce, if I say it right, aioli or aioli. Okay? Yeah. Anyway, I've got garlic parmesan aioli or aioli. I think this is what I'm going to use. And then I've got bacon aioli or aioli, however you say it. Not so sure how you say it. But at any rate, this is what we're gonna drizzle on the top of it to make it so yummy. But I think I'm gonna go with the garlic parmesan. I just feel like that'll be good. I might use this when I do like some kind of a ground beef one. Maybe. Yeah. But I'm going to use this. My husband made us have to use this one. I don't know. I'm going to be using this. So I'm going to give it a nice little shake. Okay. And then we're going to start to build our rice bowl. It's going to be great. All right. I got my bowl. I'm using this bowl because this was my daddy's bowl that he ate soup out of and everything. Ooh, rice is nice and hot. Let's see if I can. Oh, that looks good. So I'm going to get myself a nice amount of rice in here in my bowl. Okay. See what we got here. And then and we're just layering because that's what we're doing. It's a rice bowl. And here are our vegetables. I'm going to put those right on top. I'm going to show it to you. Okay, that's how that's looking now. And then we're going to go in and we're going to get our chicken. And I'm going to put my chicken on here. Good amount of chicken. It's going to be so delicious. I'm going to cover that back up to keep it nice and warm for hubby. Okay. And we're not done yet. So, oops. I'm going to do an avocado. Hubby does not like avocado. I wish he did. But I'm going to do an avocado half. I'm going to leave the pit in the other half. Let me just use this. And we're just going to chunk this up. And just go ahead and put it right over in there. Alright, that looks great. Avocado. And then here's my garlic parmesan. And we're going to just drizzle. Alright, that looks good. I might need more. And then I got some chives. I'm going to sprinkle on top. Then I have some sesame seeds. And I'm also going to sprinkle on top. Guys. Our rice bowl. Homemade. You control the ingredients that's in it. We're going to dig into this. It's going to be delicious. I'll give it a stir so I can get, whew, it's hot. I'm not going to be able to dig into it like this. But I'm going to get a little bit of everything. The vegetables, the avocado, chicken, the rice. Let's not get too big of a bite. That's delicious. I hope you will try to make yourself, for you and your family, a nice rice bowl with healthy ingredients. Like I said, if you don't want to buy whatever you're going to put on top of yours, just make you something. You know, you can use ranch dressing if you want to, whatever. Just get in and get out of this kitchen as quick as you can. That's all for today, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you real soon.